Um, that year, yeah, because I got to travel with my dad. I don't know how I would have liked it if I had to continue past the 7th grade, but the reason I was homeschooled was because school in Chad is in French, and I didn't speak French when I moved back when I was 12, and so I had to learn French and continue school. So we were tutored in French in the evenings by a gentleman that my parents found, and then once I learned the language, then I was sent to France for about 6 months to really learn the language. Lived with the French family, went to school for a while, and then went back into left homeschooling. So I liked it for the year that I was homeschooled. I'm not sure if I would have liked it if I had to continue homeschooling, but I guess I'll never know.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 2.5. I speak French and English fluently, and I understand my tribal language that I grew up with, the tribe I'm from, but I don't speak it. I'm not as familiar with speaking it. But because when we lived in the United States, my parents would speak Gambai, which is my tribal language, to us, we'd respond in English. So we grew up understanding it, but at least my brother and I at the time couldn't speak it. My other siblings could. And my older brother Ruben can speak it because he's been living in Chad for the last 5 or 6 years. So I would suspect if I went back to Chad, I'd pick it up right away and start speaking it again. So I always say I speak 2.5. So
I speak 1.5. I'm working on my French. I studied French for a long time, and so hoping to gain fluency someday. We'd like to spend some time in a place, and hopefully to pick it up again when we're in Chad. And it's interesting though to have them mix, because when you're with his family, they'll mix Gambai and French together, and so. The different words I'll be able to pick out certain words in French, and then something's completely off, and that's the Gambai. But it's a beautiful Gambai is a tonal language, which means like Chinese. It's on different pitches, so it's almost like sing-songy when you hear it together. So I can't wait to really hear it in its context.
What is your guys' favorite thing to do other than travel?
Good question.
I like to read. I'm a big reader. Certain TV shows, The Amazing Race, it has to do with travel, but I love to watch it. And we watch shows. I like to read. I'm not a writer. I don't write much. I read a lot of good books, and ironically, traveling is the one thing that allows me to read, because otherwise I'm so busy I don't have time to do it. So if I'm on an airplane, I can read. And I like to get together with friends when I'm in town, and just talk with friends, debate, whatever it is, and spend time with family. We do a lot of things. I get to work from home when I'm at home, so that allows me to take some time off during the day and do some family friend things. So I like to do that. Yesterday I was up at 4 a.m. because I had an international conference call, so I got done with work about 1, and I played Wii with my daughter for the next couple hours, and so I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to be flexible that way and just do whatever comes down the road. So
yeah, we love to play soccer with Sophia, or tennis, or you name it. She's pretty athletic and outdoorsy. We like the sun and the warm weather coming from Africa, so we love to go to the beach. And we've gotten to go to lots of different beaches this year. We love the water and snorkeling, but we spend a lot of time indoors when it gets cold. But with Sophia, then we end up, sledding and things like that.
What has been your guys' biggest accomplishment?
From a personal standpoint, it's been my family, for sure. That's something that in the last few years is a great accomplishment, and so yeah, I would say my family. It takes a lot of work, but there's a lot of benefit and a lot of great things that come from that, and it's a lot of fun. As we hit our stride as a family, it just becomes more and more enjoyable. Professionally, it'd be breaking into the international business market, getting a taste for what that's like, because it's way more difficult than I had ever imagined it to be. I always had a romanticized view that it was going to be fun and just the best thing in the world. And it is fun, but it is difficult, and it is quite challenging at the same time. So now that the initial shock has worn off, I'm glad that we were able to break into the international business market. So, you know,
Yeah, that has been an accomplishment. Being a multinational family is kind of the way I think about it the best. Means that Sophie and I can live and work from wherever Dad is living and working, which means only taking 1 or 2 toys with her when we go, and figuring out the cultures and the customs of where we're at, or finding spaces to play and people to interact with. It's been a neat challenge. When our parents started their adventure when they had little kids, Nate's mom came from Africa with 3 little kids, and my mom went to Africa with 2 little kids. So we figure if they can do it, we can try to do it. That's been an amazing accomplishment, is to get that time together as a family and get to grow as a family. Thank you for having us. Good luck with your work. I look forward to seeing your end product.
And thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you.